Welcome to SVG-TV News for Friday, July 10th, 2015. I am Jennifer Richardson with the details. A total of 23 offer letters for ownership of lands were on Thursday, July 9th distributed to informal settlers in the Adelphi area. Delivering remarks at the handing over ceremony was Chairman of the Housing and Lands Development Corporation, the HLDC, Sir Vincent Beach, who says it is in keeping with the policy of the government to look after the interests of the poor and working class of SVG, specifically in relation to land ownership and housing. Beach explains that the 23 recipients are only a portion of the persons in that area who will eventually be given the opportunity to own the lands they have been occupying for countless years.
Some people build substantial residences, beautiful wall houses or board houses, whatever it is, cost thousands of dollars and lands that they do not own. One of the queer things is that if you don't own the land, it doesn't matter what property you have in it. It doesn't matter how expensive that property is, you don't own the property. Under our laws, the person who owns the land is the person who owns the property. And so when you squat and you build, you're taking or have taken a very great risk, because if you do it on private land, the person can come and claim it, and the most you might be able to get is compensation for what you've built there, if that at all.
And area representative for the South Windward constituency, Frederick Stevenson, informed the residents that they will be receiving the lands at 50 cents per square foot.
Worked very diligently and hard with my cabinet colleagues. They tried to beat me, but I endured. And we are here today, and thanks to my cabinet colleagues for understanding what we are dealing with, and to ensure that you, the residents here, can receive state lands that you can certainly afford. You would see that you can pay in one installment for your lands. Once you have the money, you can pay all of it one time and get your deed. You can pay by installments in 4 equal installments for your lands. So if someone is receiving 4,418 square foot of land today, and you want to pay all for your land, that is only $2,300.
Meanwhile, Housing Minister Montgomery Daniel says housing has been given major priority for the past 14 years by the ULP government. Daniel says that to date the government has delivered to Vincentians approximately 1,300 houses since taking office.
Data will show under the last administration, for 17 years, they produced 5 houses. But this government, in its quest to ensure better housing, established the low and no income housing program. Yes. If one travels from Fancy or Fitzroy in the north to Campbell in Union Island in the south, there is no doubt that one will be able to see great transformation in terms of the housing stock in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This government has been providing lands for all of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And since we came to government, we have distributed almost 3,900 lots to Vincentians throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And so, that is why I say to you, there is no need for you to go squatting.
And Prime Minister Dr. Rav Gonsalves says his government will continue to act as a vital facilitator to ensure that all citizens have quality housing at affordable prices.
It's not going to happen overnight, but we are doing it in such a rapid manner that countries which are far more endowed with financial resources marvel at what we are doing in the area of housing in St. Vincent and Grenadines. The statistics show that between 2001 and 2012, when the census data were taken, that the housing stock increased by in excess of 25%, more than 1/4. And as a result, the number of persons per household on an average fell to just 3 per household.
President of the Venezuela Vincentian Friendship Association, VENVIFA, Mike Brown, says it is necessary for SVG to deepen ties with the Spanish-speaking nation. Addressing a gathering at a flag-hoisting ceremony and breakfast held last Sunday in celebration of Venezuela's 204th anniversary of independence, Brown says the relationship between both countries began thousands of years ago with the indigenous peoples who migrated from the Orinoco to the chain of the Caribbean islands. He says while a Venezuela embassy was established here years ago, he is pleased that the current administration has fostered greater collaboration.
Whether it is our traders going into Venezuela to buy goods to come back, some of them stay or develop other connections, or whether it's students over the years going to Venezuela to study. Since this administration, however, there has been an increase in that solidarity and a strengthening of those ties, in part between the government of St. Vincent and Grenadines and that of Venezuela, particularly propelled by a special relationship between our Prime Minister and the late Hugo Chavez, that we have continued since that time.
Chief Executive Officer of St. Vincent Electricity Services Limited, VINLEC, Tony Myers, says he is happy with the reciprocal support being shared by Venezuela and SVG.
It's a very valid occasion for us to celebrate and to reinforce the values that have sustained your independence over the last 204 years. You have a very rich tradition, a tradition of struggle, a tradition of lucha, as you say, and a tradition that has seen your country develop and has got to the point where it is today. But as we face the modern world, your independence is continually being threatened, your independence is continually being questioned, and I think we as a people, as an independent people here in St. Vincent and Grenadines, and independent persons throughout the world, wish to support and lend support to your revolution, your independence, and to make sure that you continue to be a beacon of hope for us, peoples of the region and peoples of the world.
And Cultural Officer Anthony Tibbles says the cooperation between Venezuela and SVG has proven beneficial over the years and could only strengthen over time.
That strikes the chord and reflects the interaction of peoples. And so I have been very appreciative of the various exchanges that have taken place, the various visits of Venezuelans to St. Vincent, but equally, what is probably lesser known is the visits of Vincentian artists to Venezuela. One of the very long-standing relationships is the relationships between the various groups of drummers, and its recent incarnation, that of the resistance heartbeat drummers in visiting Venezuela and sharing both in terms of dance and in terms of music.
Almost 8 months now since its formation, the Beckett's Benefit Organization has been making its mark in assisting those in need. The organization has already raised some $10,000 from a benefit concert for Patsy Matthews to assist with her medical expenses. Founder Alston Beckett Cyrus says their next big event is the Soca Masters concert at the Leo Hart Court tomorrow, 11th July from 8 p.m., where the veterans of soca will perform. Cyrus says the funds from the event will be used to officially establish the foundation, and the event will take place annually every first Saturday after Carnival.
Called the Soca Masters. So next year we'll have another 3. We hope in our first pick next year will be Scotch, and let's hope he's available. And if there's demand, I'll be back probably as a guest artist or another master again or so. You know, we're going to play it by ear. But we want to we're looking at a run pump here also for next year. So it's going to be an annual event. And as time go by, we're going to have a Skinny Fabulous as a master, Fireman Hooper, Rose's crew. But we're going with the older guys. I'm going to try to hunt down people like Hamo. They're hard to find. Ziggy. So we're going to have this Soca Masters is going to be an annual event. And we need to launch it, make history tomorrow night. So we want all you folks to be part of history. So make sure you come out and support this cultural monster.
President of the Beckett Benefit Organization, Marcus Martin, is encouraging everyone to be part of the concert for a fee of only $20. He says the monies will help to also give the children in the Layu community a Christmas party this year.
So we actually really have plans to really see that things happen in Layu, and we hopefully that we can get the support this time because this is our first fundraiser. And just to jump a little, our plans for this December is that we're actually going to have a Christmas party for the kids. You know, my mother-in-law who is in the United States, she gave me my first donation towards it, and we actually seeking funds from any angle because we really want to make the kids feel happy. You know, I went my first Christmas back here for such a long time, and I see there's so many kids who will just come. Can I cut your yard? Can I clean your grass? Just so that they can buy something soft, some soft drink to take home to their family. And we think we can help. We can help in this case. We can do so much in education. We can do a lot in sports. So this is our fundraiser to really give us a head start.
And the Layu Heritage and Tourism Organization will be conducting a week-long summer program for youngsters in the area. The organization, which has a mandate to foster inter-community tourism through the preservation of various sites of attraction in the area, believes that educating the youth is a fundamental part of this mission. The summer program will take place from Monday, July 13th to Friday, July 17th at the Layu Petroglyph Park under the theme, Your Health is Your Wealth. Some 25 students between the ages of 11 to 16 years from Layu and the surrounding communities are expected to participate in the program. The Layu Heritage and Tourism Organization is a non-profit organization formed in 2008 with the purpose of engaging in various areas of development. Carnival Beat is coming right up. Welcome to Carnival Beat. Vincentians are being encouraged to work together to take SVG soca music to an international level. The appeal comes from the 2015 Road March King Shane Hyper 4000 Husbands, who says the local soca music is not where it should be and it requires more cooperation among artists, producers, musicians and citizens alike for it to become a booming industry. Husbands is also encouraging artists to work to stay relevant, which means not performing and releasing new songs only at Carnival time, but all year round, and for them to pay closer attention to marketing their music for further advancement.
Keep taking it to a higher standard, keep coming different, like as you see with the tracks them this year, and helping a lot of artists, especially in the confidence, and branding and marketing the music a little bit better, because marketing was one of the biggest strategies we used this year. It's like St. Vincent, we have a lot of good music, but the marketing, I think we're a little bit lazy, and the work ethics and stuff, we don't really push it out like that. Candice and the crew.
It has been 3 days now since the end of the hottest carnival in the Caribbean, Vincy Mass, and earlier today, SVG-TV news team took to the streets of capital Kingston to get feedback from the public on the season.
How was Carnival for you?
Carnival was very interesting, man. I like the turnout. Everything go down peacefully and everything. It was.
And what did you think about the music?
Well, the music was good enough. Big up all of the artists, them including myself, Flanker. You don't know me say no manners. Everything was okay about Carnival this year. Big up the police, them for hold on the crime and all them things. Everything was good.
Are you satisfied with the result?
Man, the result was okay. Everything went down in fine place. The result was okay. Skinny Fabulous deserve everything he got. Who get first, second and third, they deserve their position.
Carnival right now, sufferation right now. The people ain't get the money, the poor people ain't get the money to enjoy themselves, to bring the children in town. The government flaps in right now. They come out doing nice this Carnival. Competition was tight. You check? So I get all the artists the credit. If it's skinny time, it's skinny time. When it's fireman time, it's fireman time. But you have a look for the young artists right now too. Like our Max Squad and others. You push them in front too. You know, everybody eat the food.
It was great. I really enjoyed myself, and it was very nice. What did you think about the music?
Well, I enjoyed all of the songs, every one of them. I enjoyed all of them.
And the results?
I'm not too sure about all the results, but from what I've heard, I'm quite satisfied with them.
It was exciting, very energetic, lots of fun activities, lots of shows, lots of visitors. I really enjoyed seeing a lot of my old friends from overseas, you know, who came back, lots of family came back for the season, and it was a lot of fun. Compared to previous years, there's been a marked improvement. I think this year a lot of the artists took a lot more time to write and produce their music. The veteran artists as well, I really enjoyed the tunes, but what was remarkable to me, what stood out to me was the new artists, the young guys who are doing their thing. That's what stood out to me. They were very good this year.
Carnival big and bad for me. Nice too.
And what did you think of the music this year?
The music this year, James P. You didn't get what you were supposed to get.
So how was Carnival for you?
Well, I would say I enjoyed my Carnival. I had a good time. I had no complaint about the music. I had fun, and I do the dirty, I do everything in all in one. I had a good time, and I really want to appreciate for the police them to keep in the peace. You know what I mean? I can't complain. I have a really good time.
What did you think about the music?
Man, the music was perfect. I don't have a problem with all the music. I love everything.
And are you satisfied with the result?
Oh man, come on. Of course, I'm content.
Well, yeah, you know, seeing that I was a vital part of the Soca Monarch, I really think that, you know, the judges, I know they had a difficult time, you know, but the judges' decision is final. I can't complain about the results, but what really stood out to me, and what I'm really satisfied with, the result that I'm really satisfied with was the result of a road march from Shady Hype, 4,000.
Carnival very really nice and thing, but here we are wrong with the Carnival right now. You will have to put fireman and Skinny Fabulous at one side and the younger one something, but anything, thing very nice.